Hello everybody, my name is Neil. I'm the founder of the website IELTSwheel.com. And today guys, I will be explaining to you how to describe this cue card in detail. The topic is describe a hotel that you know. You should say where this hotel is, what this hotel looks like, what facilities this hotel has, and explain whether you think this is a nice hotel to stay in. Remember, it's very important to pay close attention to each aspect of this cue card given. Therefore, it's very important to indicate where this hotel is. Okay, so you have to indicate the geographical location of this hotel, what this hotel looks like. You have to focus on the appearance of this hotel, what facilities this hotel has. Please pay close attention to the word facilities, plural, right? So you have to talk about several facilities such as restaurants, swimming pools, and so forth. And explain whether you think it's a nice hotel to stay in. So you have to clearly indicate whether it's a good idea or a bad idea to stay there. First of all, let's look at the plan. Okay, according to this plan, we have to indicate only the keywords that will help us to talk about this topic. So the first one is where this hotel is, okay? And the answer is Invercargill, which is located in New Zealand. What this hotel looks like, and the speaker indicates a large complex. Next, what facilities this hotel has: a motel, a hotel, separate units, a convention center, restaurants. So she will be talking about all of these aspects in her presentation. Explain whether you think this is a nice hotel to stay in, and the answer is yes. So when you have this plan, when everything is well written, then it's very easy to construct your speech, and then you can follow all of your ideas clearly and precisely. Thank you very much. Part 2, describe a hotel that you know. You should say where this hotel is, what this hotel looks like, what facilities this hotel has, and explain whether you think this is a nice hotel to stay in. Just any hotel.
Okay, well, I know a hotel here in Invercargill that's been here for as long as I can remember. Should I say the name of it?
Just if you want to.
Well, it's called the Ascot Park Hotel. And I have spent one night there once when a girlfriend was staying there and she wanted me to stay with her, so I spent one night there once many years ago. It's located just in the entrance to Invercargill on State Highway 1, just as if you're coming down like through Dunedin sort of way. State Highway 1, it's the first, it's when you hit the town boundary. What it looks like, it's rather a large complex. I think it's like a lot of it was built in the 70s, I think. So a lot of it's like brown brick, but it's got a motel, a hotel, separate units. It's a convention centre. It has a couple of restaurants, so it's got quite a bit to it. Quite a big complex, and a lot of people have wedding breakfasts there or conferences or just meals. And the facilities, I've just mentioned those. It also, I think it also has a swimming pool, as well as I said, a couple of restaurants, and really large conference facilities and rooms for functions of all different varieties.
Yeah, that's really cool. And explain whether you think this is a nice hotel to stay in.
When I stayed in it for one night, that was many years ago, and so I can't recall exactly what it looks like, but I think that it's got a good name and reputation, so I think it would be a pleasant hotel to stay in, yes. Even though, yeah, I think it would be pleasant to stay there. I've never heard anything bad about it, so must be good.
Excellent, that's really good. Now let's focus on fluency and coherence. The speaker says, I know a hotel here in Invercargill. So she explains where it is located. Later she says, it's located just an entrance to Invercargill on State Highway 1, just if you are coming down through Dunedin sort of way. So she has explained where this hotel is. Later she says, it's rather a large complex. So she has clearly explained what it looks like. And then later she says, so a lot of it is like brown brick. Okay, so brown brick. So she's talking about the appearance of this hotel. Next, it's got a motel, a hotel, separate units. It's a convention center. It has a couple of restaurants. So now she's explaining the facilities. The facilities which this hotel offers. Okay, and then later she also says conferences, and then a swimming pool, and then large conference facilities and rooms for functions of all different varieties. Okay, so it's clear that she has been able to answer all the aspects of these cue card, and then later she says that it would be a pleasant hotel to stay in, which is obvious that she thinks it's a good idea to stay there, and that's how she can get a high score for fluency and coherence. All right, now let's focus on advanced vocabulary. Let's look at the advanced vocabulary used here. Okay, so she says, as long as I can remember. Okay, which means she doesn't remember it exactly, but as long as she can remember. Okay, next, sort of way. That means she's explaining where it is located. So she's not 100% sure how to describe it, but that sort of a way, kind of like if you follow these instructions, then you will be able to find this hotel. Next, hit the town boundary. In this case, hit means reach the town boundary. That's where the town starts. Okay, so we're talking about the boundaries of this town. Next, a convention center. A convention center is the place where people hold conferences, meetings, and discuss important matters. Next, it's got quite a bit to it, which means that there are a lot of things, there are a lot of facilities there. It's very difficult to describe all of them now, so it's got quite a bit to it, which means there are a lot of other things which I can describe. Next, rooms for functions. Functions means we're talking about important events, for example, Christmas, birthday parties, weddings, ceremonies, graduation parties, functions, okay, important social events. Now let's talk about grammatical range and accuracy. She says, should I say the name of it? So she's using the modal verb should. Okay, and then she puts should at the beginning of the sentence because it's a question. So should I say? And then the name, because she knows what kind of name she's talking about, therefore the name of it. Next, she's using the passive voice, saying it's cold. It is cold. Again, she's using the passive voice here, saying it's located. It's located. Next. If you are coming down through, so this is the passive voice. If you are coming This is the present continuous, meaning that the situation is happening right now. So if you're coming down through, so she's trying to imagine the situation right now, and if you are coming, so the situation which is happening at the moment. Next, I've just mentioned, so she's using the present perfect. I have just mentioned the, okay, we use the present perfect with the word just. Okay, next, and as I said, this is the past simple. Say, said,